Just before the pandemic hit in 2020, the life I was living for over 10 years began to unravel. I was nearing 50 years old, and I was not where I wanted to be. Moving into 2022, my circumstances changed quickly and chaotically. I moved from a home I'd worked hard to rebuild, a place I had planted roots, into a small apartment in a town I never thought I'd live in, still shackled to an uninspiring 9-to-5 existence. To make matters worse, I was grieving the loss of my closest friend, who had been my unwavering sidekick for over a decade. When I finally turned 50, I was faced with more decisions than I had answers. It felt as though I was standing on the precipice of opportunity, but with that came fear and the possibility of failure. It was not unlike the uncertain road that was my youth, but now the thrill of discovery felt more like a burden than a chance to gain experience or knowledge. This new solitude was not like the comfortable solace I had always enjoyed in my own company. I knew things had to change. I needed to be honest with myself. I needed to embrace a new way of thinking and find a piece of the person I was, the one I'd let go of years before. I had to unlearn things that had become uncomfortably familiar, to erase my own limiting and self-created borders. So, I made space for my thoughts and emotions, and I acknowledged what emerged. I changed habits that no longer served me. I reached out to old friends, and I began to trust the path that had been laid before me. I searched my memories for where I felt the most at home, the most like me. And growing up, spending time in the Addington Highlands and being introduced to the wild places of Ontario by my father had been inherent in shaping my value systems. I eventually thought, could I return to the place that left an imprint of joy on my heart? A place I felt the most alive? Did I need to go back to be able to move forward? I could try. Only this time, I would go as a more seasoned individual with a willingness to go deeper into the woods and deeper into my own self-discovery. And so in the spring of 2023, I woke up one morning, pulled the canvas from a big old yellow canoe, I loaded it onto my truck, and I picked a direction.